as we begin our morning schedule of interviews today. Aaron Lehman is with us this morning, and you've got a guest with you as well on behalf of Family Promise. Our conversation is brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Aaron, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you? Thanks for having us.
Wonderful. Family Promise, of course. You've got a wonderful opportunity for folks to help the organization that you want to tell us about, and you want to introduce to us one of the folks who has benefited from Family Promise.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's Family Promise Giving Day, which was last Thursday, but tomorrow is the last day of it. So I just wanted to get on before we end the Family Promise Giving Day week, if you will, and just ask people to, if you haven't made a donation yet, make a donation. I've talked a lot about like what we do with Family Promise with families. We give families that are homeless a lot of chaos. We give them stability. They can find jobs, houses, and cars. We're doing that type of thing. Colonial Motor Marts will match a $5,000 donation for what we do, so we definitely need to get that. Usually I talk about things. I talk about Family Promise, and it's kind of talk sometimes. But today I wanted to bring Kia, and she's actually in the program, and that way some of the things that I talked about can be backed up with somebody that is going through it. It came to our program, is doing amazing things, and wanted to take some time and talk a little bit about that. So first time I've had this, but you know what? I'm so happy that she's here.
Yeah, Kia, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Thank
Wonderful.
you guys for having me.
Oh, we're glad that you're with us here today, and you brought your daughter with you too, huh?
I did.
Yeah, on her way to school.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Beautiful. She's a beautiful girl, too.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Family Promise and how it was that you came to use the services of Family Promise and what it's meant to you.
Family Promise is a lifesaver. Absolutely. It's coming from an area where it was hard to find resources being homeless. With my child, Family Promise has afforded me the opportunity to prevent homelessness in the future. So their programs offer, budgeting and getting stable within a decent area, and also getting those life skills that I needed all along, which would be like parenting skills, and also just getting involved in the community, which has afforded me a great opportunity in all areas, and just being stable within my life. I know that there's components as far as that as, your mental health, as well as dealing with issues from the past, so that you will no longer be homeless in the future. So building that foundation is what really is important.
That becomes really, really important when you have a child.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They help try to remove those barriers. Obviously, things will be always not cupcakes and rainbows. However, once you, like I said before, have that foundation, it's harder to knock down that house for visual purposes.
I could use a cupcake about now, too. Cupcakes are good things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But obviously it means a lot to you to have found Family Promise and to have been able to work with them to better your circumstances. And I'm sure that you would endorse others to not only use the services, but also to give if they're able to help the organization help more people.
Absolutely. I think because of COVID, a lot of things have changed, but I'm looking forward to what the community can bring to the table. They usually bring us meals, and I know that that's a big part of the fellowship is important, because working towards goals and stuff like that can be frustrating and stuff like that. However, when people come in and bring us meals or donate to the center, it benefits the people, that not only for myself, but the people in the future. So I'm looking forward to new opportunities, as well as people in the community reaching out to help support this great business.
Yeah, if you look at it as a journey that is very, very long, that makes it much more difficult than if you take one step at a time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Aaron, this is one example of many that Family Promise has been able to help out. And obviously, her story is not unique, but every story has its own unique aspects. I'm sure that as people think about whether or not they should give to Family Promise or to any charitable organization that is reaching out to help others, that stories like this would be very, very helpful.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring Kia on because, like I said, I talk about things. I mean, one of the things I think that's interesting I've talked about is a mailbox. And when I say that is if you don't have a mailbox, you can't get any benefits. You can't get anything. So if you're homeless and you don't have a mailbox, you need that. So what we do is when you have Family Promise, I mean, a simple thing like a mailbox can go a long way. Mm-hmm. A simple thing on a mailbox can make it so you can actually succeed because the system is not really set up for people to succeed if they're in poverty and homeless. What we do is we get them to succeed with our 83% success rate. So the mailbox, I can't go enough about that. And then also the stability. And I mean, when I did the night without a bed and I slept in my car, I was thinking I don't have kids, but the chaos would have been insane. Mm-hmm. And the stuff that, like, I'm worried about the kids, like, would something happen to them? Is my stuff going to get stolen? There's so many things, and you can't think about the next steps at all. You can't think about a job. You can't think about a car. You can't think about any of that stuff while you're in chaos. When you have stability, when you have a mailbox, when you have a place to sleep, when you know your kids are safe, when you know your belongings are safe, that's when you can start moving on with the next aspects of your life. And I assume, and Kia, is that kind of what you found in the program?
Absolutely. Those barriers can be a stumbling block, like you just talked about, and I'm grateful that coming into the program, I really didn't even have, I didn't even know where to begin. It was very overwhelming and very, it was a lot of chaos involved in that. But the willingness, I know that it takes a lot of willingness as well as being open to anything that will help me in the future. So yes, breaking down those barriers and one by one has helped me so much.
Kia, how did you learn about Family Promise?
I'm actually familiar with the area a little bit because I used to work in the area. However, I actually just Googled it. And because I was homeless, I was trying to get into any place that I can have a safe environment for me and my child. And through the process, I do like that the program is not for everybody unless you want to change. And I was desperate for a change, and that's how I heard about Family Promise.
How long ago was that?
In 2022, about November 2022.
Okay.
I was in the program, and I got involved in a program in January, the end of January of 2023.
Yeah. So you're relatively new to Family Promise.
Absolutely.
And you've noticed a change already.
Absolutely. Long as you're willing to work on yourself and as well as your child, I realized that having stability for my child makes a big difference. Again, it's not going to not only benefit me, but benefit my child in the future. So like we're setting little goals and stuff like that so that she knows what the model for life is. It's like the foundation for success.
Yeah, absolutely. So Aaron, folks listening this morning might get inspired by Kia's story or the stories of many others who are involved with Family Promise. If somebody wants to give, what should they be doing?
So they can call our phone number, 724-464-5220. Also the website, familypromiseofindianacounty.com. You can go there and there's a donate button, or you can stop by our day center, which is right across the street from the Community Guidance Center on 4th Street, going out of town, and you can give there. But, anything that people can help, because one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about this, one of the reasons why I've been doing this for so long is exactly the reason, somebody like Kia, she can come in, she can have stability, she can, work on things, and then when she's graduating for the program, I know she's going to be successful. Mm-hmm. And that is all because of the education and the churches, and I can't say enough about the churches, so churches out there, wonderful. That way you get the role models. And that is another way to get out of poverty, because a lot of times when you're in generational poverty, it's just people around you and they're all in poverty. Well, this way you can see somebody successful. I'm going to follow their example And that's why we have such a high success rate. So anybody that wants to do that, then we have the Prevention Poverty Program. So we bring people in and we teach them financial education, and the stores. So there's a lot of stuff we do. We can always use donations of soap, shampoo, laundry detergent, stuff you can't buy with food stamps.
The matching funds from Colonial, how long is that effective? Is that through tomorrow
Until
only?
tomorrow, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we need to get people in and, get some more donations, and that way we can get the full amount.
Whatever you can raise by the end of tomorrow will be matched up to $5,000
Yeah.
by Colonial.
Yes.
Good people.
Yeah. Yeah, they're amazing. And CJ, it was such a champion for poverty and homelessness. And I can't say enough about him. Even when I was in Circles program years ago, and I was helping people with that, he was still there. And that was 10, 15 years ago. So,
Yeah. All right. So
All right.
give to Family Promise. Give the way that they do that again.
Okay, so familypromiseofindianacounty.com. You can stop by the Day Center, which is out across from the Community Guidance Center, or you can mail a check. And it's Marion Drive, Indiana, Pennsylvania. I forget what the number is.
812.
812 Marion Drive.
Thanks,
See, when you
Kia.
have a mailbox, you know the address.
812.
That's beautiful. All right. Well, thank you both for coming in. Thanks for you too. You go off to school today, okay? Bye-bye.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Todd.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.